What if you wake up tomorrow, grab your phone, and nothing? No Wi-Fi, no 5G, no apps. You try your laptop, same deal. The internet? Gone. Vanished. Not just for an hour, but forever. No Google, no Netflix, no TikTok, no email. What do you do? How do you survive? That's what we're diving into today. The internet isn't just a luxury, it's the backbone of our lives. From banking to binge watching, it's everywhere. But what happens if it's ripped away? Today, we'll uncover the chaos of the first hours, the long-term fallout, and even some surprising upsides of a world without the internet. Before we start, hit that like button if you're as hooked on the internet as I am, and subscribe with notifications on so you don't miss our next big what if. Oh, and comment below, what's one thing you'd miss most if the internet disappeared? Let's get into it. Chapter 1: Life before the internet. To understand what a world without the internet would feel like, let's rewind to the pre-internet days, think 1980s or earlier. Back then, life was slower. Want to talk to a friend? You called their landline or wrote a letter that took days to arrive. Need info? You hit the library or flipped through a chunky encyclopedia. Entertainment? That was VHS tapes, radio, or a trip to the arcade. The internet as we know it kicked off in 1989 with the World Wide Web, and by the 2000s, it was everywhere: smartphones, social media, streaming. Today, over 60% of the world's population is online, and entire industries depend on it. But here's the kicker: unlike the 80s, our modern world is so wired to the internet that losing it wouldn't just be inconvenient, it'd be catastrophic. Back then, society was built to function offline. Today? Not so much. Let's see what happens when the internet goes poof. Chapter 2: The immediate chaos. Okay, it's hour 1 of no internet. You try texting a friend, nothing. Email? Dead. Social media? Gone. Apps like WhatsApp, iMessage, or X? Total blackout. Phone networks get swamped as everyone tries calling or texting the old-school way, but even those crash under the pressure. Suddenly, you're cut off from the world. Now, let's zoom out. Daily life? Total mess. No online banking means no digital payments, your card's useless at the coffee shop. ATM? Down, because they rely on cloud systems. Navigation? Forget Google Maps, you're digging out a paper map or just guessing. Streaming services like Netflix or Spotify? Poof. And if you're gaming online? Say goodbye to Fortnite or Call of Duty. Work is where it gets ugly. Remote jobs? Done. No Zoom, no Slack, no Google Docs. Entire industries, tech, finance, logistics, grind to a halt. Imagine Amazon's warehouses trying to track packages without their cloud systems. Spoiler, they can't. And news? Without X or online outlets, rumors spread like wildfire, and nobody knows what's true. Remember the 2021 Facebook outage? That was 6 hours and caused global panic. Now imagine that, but permanent. Within days, panic sets in. Stores run out of cash because digital transactions are dead. Supply chains stall, grocery shelves empty fast. In some places, you might even see riots as people scramble for resources. It's not just about missing memes, it's about survival. Chapter 3: The long-term fallout. Okay, let's fast forward a few weeks, or even months, into a world without the internet. Society's still reeling, and the damage is deep. First up, the economy. E-commerce, think Amazon, eBay, Etsy, wiped out. That's trillions in global trade gone. Stock markets? Crashed, because trading platforms are digital. The World Bank estimates 10% of global GDP is tied to the internet, so we're talking a depression-level hit. Education? Huge crisis. Online platforms like Coursera or Zoom classrooms. Gone. Kids in rural areas or developing countries lose access to learning entirely. Universities scramble to go back to in-person or paper-based systems, but it's messy. And healthcare? Telemedicine's dead, so doctors can't reach remote patients. Medical records stored in the cloud? Inaccessible. Even research for new treatments slows to a crawl. Socially, the world changes too. No more global connections, you're back to your local bubble. Digital culture, memes, influencers, fandoms, fades away. Mental health takes a hit as people feel isolated without online communities. But it's not just sadness, there's anger, confusion, and a sense of loss. Imagine Gen Z who've grown up online, trying to cope without their digital identity. It's like losing a part of yourself. Think about history. During the 1918 flu pandemic, slow communication made things worse. Now, without the internet, we'd face similar chaos, but on a global scale. Governments struggle to coordinate, and misinformation spreads through word of mouth. It's a societal reset nobody saw coming. Chapter 4: Tech and Infrastructure Collapse. Now, let's talk tech. The internet isn't just your Wi-Fi, it's the backbone of critical systems. Power grids, water treatment plants, even traffic lights use internet-connected devices. Without it, smart grids could fail, causing blackouts. Traffic management? Gridlock city. And those fancy Internet of Things gadgets in your home? Useless. Here's a weird twist: no internet means fewer cyber attacks, but also no security updates. Your smart locks or cameras? Bricked. And data? If your business relies on the cloud, Google Drive, iCloud, say goodbye to those files unless you've got physical backups. Most don't. But humans adapt. We'd see a revival of old-school tech, radio, fax machines, snail mail. Some might even build local networks, like mesh systems, to share info. It's not the internet, but it's a start. Still, rebuilding anything close to what we had? That's decades away. Chapter 5: The You without the internet. Let's make this personal. You without the internet. Your day-to-day? Totally different. No scrolling X, no YouTube, hope you like this video while it lasts. You're writing letters, reading physical books, or chatting face-to-face. Sounds cozy, but it's a shock. Imagine a teenager who's never known life without social media. They're lost without their feeds. Or a professional who can't email clients back to fax machines, if you can find one. Mentally, it's tough. Studies show social media, for all its flaws, keeps us connected. Without it, loneliness spikes, especially for younger folks. But here's the thing: older generations, like boomers, might handle this better. They grew up without the internet, so they're like, we got this. Meanwhile, Gen Z's out here relearning how to use a paper map. Still, there's a silver lining: less screen time could mean more real-world connections. Chapter 6: The Silver Linings. Believe it or not, a world without the internet isn't all doom and gloom. For one, local communities could thrive. Without global distractions, you're hanging out with neighbors, sharing stories, maybe even starting a book club. It's like the old days, but with better coffee. Environmentally, there's a win. Data centers use 1 to 2% of global electricity, so shutting them down cuts emissions. And innovation? We'd get creative, think ham radios or even new offline networks. Plus, a slower pace might make us rethink our obsession with hustle culture. Look at groups like the Amish, they live without heavy tech and do just fine. We'd adapt, too, finding joy in the simple stuff. It's not ideal, but it's possible. So, what's the takeaway? A world without the internet would be chaos, communication breakdowns, economic crashes, and a total rethink of daily life. But it'd also force us to reconnect, innovate, and maybe slow down a bit. It's a wake-up call. We're so dependent on this one system. Could you handle it? Drop a comment with the one thing you'd miss most without the internet. If this is helpful, smash that like button, share this video with your friends, and subscribe for more what-if scenarios. Hit the bell so you don't miss the next one. Thanks.